Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, guilty, or pressured, even though you couldn't explain why? Manipulation is one of the most subtle forms of psychological influence because it often happens without the target realizing it. Instead of using honesty or open communication, manipulators rely on emotional pressure, deception, and carefully calculated behavior to influence the decisions of others. Psychology shows that manipulation isn't always loud or obvious. It can be quiet, gradual, and incredibly difficult to recognize. The good news is that once you understand the hidden patterns behind manipulation, you become much harder to control. In today's video, we'll uncover 10 powerful psychological truths about manipulation and learn how to recognize the warning signs while protecting your emotional well-being. Stay until the end, because the final lesson reveals the most effective way to stop manipulation before it controls your life. Number 1. Manipulators exploit emotional weaknesses. Skilled manipulators pay close attention to people's fears, insecurities, and emotional needs. Instead of offering genuine support, they use this information to influence behavior. The better they understand a person's emotional triggers, the easier it becomes to shape that person's decisions for their own benefit. Number 2. Guilt is one of their strongest tools. Many manipulators create unnecessary guilt to gain control. They may make others feel selfish for setting healthy boundaries or responsible for problems they didn't cause. This emotional pressure often leads people to ignore their own needs just to avoid feeling guilty. Number 3. They slowly shift reality. Manipulation rarely begins with obvious lies. Instead, small distortions of the truth gradually change how people view situations. Over time, the target may begin questioning their own memory, judgment, or perception, making them increasingly dependent on the manipulator's version of reality. Number 4. Charm can hide harmful intentions. Not every manipulator appears aggressive or intimidating. Many are friendly, charismatic, and highly likable. Their confidence and kindness can create a false sense of trust, making it much harder for people to recognize unhealthy behavior until emotional damage has already occurred. Number 5. Manipulation creates emotional confusion. One common goal of manipulation is keeping people emotionally off balance. Mixed signals, inconsistent behavior, and unpredictable reactions create uncertainty. When people constantly seek approval or clarity, they become easier to influence and control. Number 6. Healthy boundaries reduce manipulation. Clear personal boundaries are one of the strongest defenses against manipulation. People who communicate their limits confidently and consistently are far less likely to be controlled by emotional pressure or deceptive tactics. Boundaries protect emotional health without damaging respectful relationships. Number 7. Fear often keeps people trapped. Manipulators frequently use fear to maintain control. They may threaten rejection, abandonment, criticism, or conflict to discourage others from speaking up. This fear can cause people to stay silent even when they recognize something isn't right. Number 8. Self-confidence weakens their influence. People with strong self-esteem are generally more difficult to manipulate because they trust their own judgment. Confidence reduces the need for constant approval and makes it easier to recognize when someone is attempting to control emotions or decisions. Number 9. Awareness changes everything. The moment people recognize manipulation, its power begins to weaken. Understanding common psychological tactics allows individuals to respond thoughtfully instead of emotionally. Awareness creates freedom by replacing confusion with clarity and confidence. Number 10. Respect never requires control. Healthy relationships are built on honesty, trust, respect, and open communication, not fear or emotional pressure. Real influence comes through mutual understanding, while manipulation depends on control. The strongest relationships allow both people to feel heard, valued, and free to make their own choices. Manipulation succeeds in secrecy, but knowledge shines a light on behaviors that often go unnoticed. The more you understand these psychological patterns, the better equipped you'll be to protect your confidence, your boundaries, and your peace of mind. Remember, people who truly care about you will respect your choices rather than trying to control them. Which of these psychological truths about manipulation surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more psychology content that helps you understand human behavior, strengthen emotional intelligence, and build healthier relationships. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.